Lily loved visiting her grandmother. Grandma's house was full of surprises, especially the attic. It was dark and dusty up there, like a secret cave. Lily loved the musty smell of old books and forgotten things. Grandma's attic had boxes stacked high. There were old clothes and hats. Lily loved trying them on. She pretended she was a famous explorer or a brave princess. One day, Lily went up to the attic alone. The sunlight came in through a small window. It made the dust sparkle like fairy dust. Lily wandered through the maze of forgotten treasures. Then she saw it. A beautiful dollhouse sat on a dusty trunk. It was bigger than Lily. The dollhouse was painted white and pink. It had a tiny porch swing and flower boxes. Lily carefully touched the tiny front door. It swung open with a creak. Inside, the dollhouse was furnished like a real home. Lily spent what felt like hours playing with the dollhouse. As she played, she noticed something strange. One of the floorboards in the dollhouse felt loose. Lily's heart raced with excitement. Could there be a secret hidden in the dollhouse? She carefully pried up the loose floorboard. Inside, nestled on a bed of faded velvet, was a tiny wooden box. The box was crafted with care. Lily's fingers trembled with anticipation as she slowly lifted the lid. To her surprise, there was a small folded piece of paper inside. It looked very, very old. Lily carefully unfolded the brittle paper. The words were written in elegant cursive, the ink faded but still legible. It was a letter, addressed to my dearest granddaughter and signed simply, "Love, Grandma." Section 4. Treasures and Tears, Unveiling the Past. Lily's eyes scanned the faded words, her breath catching in her throat as she read. Grandma wrote about her own childhood, playing with the dollhouse just like Lily was now. She wrote about her dreams for the future, dreams of a big family and a life filled with love. Tears welled up in Lily's eyes. At the bottom of the letter, Grandma had drawn a small heart and written, "There's more to discover. Look behind the tiny mirror." Lily's pulse quickened. She found the miniature mirror hanging on the wall in the dollhouse's bedroom. It was glued to the wall, but with a gentle tug, Lily felt it come loose. Behind the mirror, there was something hidden in the wall. Section 5. A picture-perfect mystery. The plot thickens. With bated breath, Lily reached into the hidden compartment. Her fingers closed around a small rectangular object. She pulled it out and gasped. It was a photograph. The edges were worn and the colors were faded, but Lily could still make out the image. The woman in the photograph looked exactly like her grandmother, but there was something else in the photo that sent shivers down Lily's spine. Behind the woman, carved into the trunk of the oak tree, was a heart. Could this be the same tree? She had to find out. Section 6. Beneath the Floorboards, A Family Legacy Unearthed. Lily carefully placed the photograph and the letter back in the secret compartment. She knew she had to find that oak tree. An idea sparked in her mind. What if the photograph held a clue? Lily studied the picture again, her eyes scanning every detail. Then she noticed it. In the background, just barely visible behind the woman, was a small shed. There was a similar shed in Grandma's backyard, just beyond the old oak tree at the edge of the property. Lily raced outside, her heart pounding. She found the oak tree and the shed. There was a small, barely noticeable dip in the ground right next to the tree. Lily dropped to her knees and began digging with her hands, tossing aside dirt and leaves. Section 7. The Real Treasure, Connection to the Past. Lily grabbed an old oil lamp from the shed, lit it, and cautiously descended the steps. The air was thick with the smell of damp earth and something else. Something old. As her eyes adjusted to the dim light, Lily gasped. She found herself standing in a small underground room, and in the center of the room sat a large wooden chest. It was covered in dust and cobwebs, but even so, Lily could see that it was beautifully made. With trembling hands, Lily lifted the lid. Inside, nestled in soft velvet lining, were stacks of old photo albums, bundles of letters tied with ribbon, and a collection of beautiful antique jewellery. Lily carefully lifted out one of the photo albums. The first page held a picture of the young woman from the miniature photograph, this time holding a tiny baby in her arms. Written on the bottom of the picture in elegant cursive were the words, "My greatest treasure, my Elizabeth." My